insubordinate, and churlish.
Mystery.
What's up, everybody? We are on episode number 66. And as you can see, I'm Spicy K.
And I'm TK.
And we are in the same place again. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
So for episode, of course, you all know for every episode we have who you telling on. And so for episode 66 on this fine day, TK, who are you telling on?
I'm telling on. I'm telling on this little boy. I'm gonna tell you what. So in Huntsville, where I live, we pay the light bill a little differently, and we also have the water included. So it's not that impossible to do. But in here in Tennessee, I went to try to pay the light bill, and they don't have kiosks. Kiosk. That's how you say that. It's hard to say. To go up and pay, where you can put cash or use your debit card or whatever. You either have to go in, mail it in, pay it online, do all that. All right, but they give you one option to pay cash. Right, you have to get a barcode and go into one of the most famous stores on around. We're gonna call it the DG. So you go in.
So
there.
you're not telling names.
That's what it is. Everybody know what the DG is, and so I went to one. We're not even gonna give the location, but it's in Murfreesboro, and there's 5,000 in Murfreesboro. And so I go in here and I tell the boy, "Hey, I'm here to pay my light bill." He said, "Light bill?" I'm like, "My electric bill? What are you talking about?" And I'm like, "Okay." And I said, "Well, I have a barcode here." He was like, "Oh, you have a barcode. Let me see it." And I'm like, "Okay." And I showed it to him. He was like, well, let me scan it. I'm like, "Well, why you didn't scan it when I handed Never mind. But anyway, so he did it, and then I'm like, he was like, "I've never heard of anyone doing that before. That was my first time." And I'm like, "Oh my God, I got a light bill version." First off, he didn't know what the hell a light bill was. He was like, "Light bill? Like, who pays for lights? Like, what the hell?" And then it was just so weird. But I'm telling him, I can't think of his name at this point, but your goof ass know who you are. And I'm glad I broke your light bill cherry. All right. But yeah, that really upset me. He was like, "Light bill? What's a light bill?" Like, can I pay my electric bill, please, Jordan? Thanks. All right. Anyway, that just really upset me. But thank you for the convenience of being able to at least go in the DG and pay the light bill in Tennessee. Get y'all damn kiosks. All right. Appreciate you. MTE.
Okay, for me, this week I am telling on the landscape people in my neighborhood. I have an HOA, and they provide landscaping services. As part of that, they parked in the middle of the road. I'm not happy about that because when they parked in the middle of the road, that caused me to have to basically stop because they were in my lane and it looks like they were like doing something with their hair. And of course, in true Karen form, I made a post about it on the neighborhood page that they were blocking the exit.
She done tattletale, yeah.
Yes, because seriously, that made me mad because you have the option to turn right, turn left, or enter. And I was trying to turn left, and they were blocking the whole entire thing. And I don't really appreciate that.
They prohibited
And
your left in the turning.
yes, they did.
Bless their hearts. They didn't mean it.
And they were out there just like prepping. And I don't know. He was like
They
brushing
was
his hair.
not
It was.
doing
You
all
weren't
that.
there.
They wasn't doing all that
They
in your
was.
way
They was.
just to
They
inconvenience
was.
you.
They was at the entry sign doing that. Entrance sign
They
doing
was
that.
getting ready for a date after work. Like,
That was
hey.
at like 6 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, well, people have breakfast dates. Have you not heard of that before? Crazy. What? Hello. This is your
So,
tale.
so apparently, apparently I got to tell on myself because my mama just sent me a text message and said, "Didn't I tell this story last week?" I don't think I told this story last week. I think I told it to her last week.
I don't know because when you started, I thought it was familiar because I remember you
But
telling
I
me
know
about
we had a conversation.
You were telling you were saying some people were in the road. It might have been some more other people that inconvenienced you.
Well,
madam.
if I did talk about that last week, my mama's such a hater. I love her, but she's such a hater. But we'll get into that later on too.
She's here to remind.
In fact, you know what? I'm gonna tell my mama because let me tell you what happened.
Oh,
So,
don't do
of course, the last couple episodes, thankfully to TK cousin, we have music.
it. Mm-hmm.
So TK has been freestyling the last couple weeks on the outro. And so I was telling my mama, I don't know what I was doing. I was talking to her and I was singing or something. And I was like, yeah, I guess next week, today, it's probably going to be my turn to do the outro and start like freestyling or whatever. And my mom was like, no, you should just let TK do it.
I can't rap.
So
I'm not a rapper.
I'm not a freestyler, apparently, according to my mama.
I'm not a rapper, but I played one on TV.
You said in your rap last week you're not a rapper.
I am not a rapper.
So I guess I'm telling my mama since my mama said that I already told the landscape people, which I think I just told her. I don't know if I told y'all last week, but it is.
If anybody remembers, because I think because when she started out, I was like, this.
But I talked to you this. But I talked to you this week. I
Yeah,
talked to you,
but
so
no,
I could have told you
No,
that.
you said it on the podcast last.
Oh
That's
well.
okay. But it's all right. It's
I
always
normally-
nice to hear a story twice.
So I normally write the story down. Whoever I'm gonna tell on, I normally write it down. And whatever movie, I normally write that down. But apparently, it is what it is.
It's okay. It happens to the best of us once we reach a certain age. And you've reached it, just in case you weren't aware. But okay, yeah. I'm just letting you know. I mean, you know, that's what you tell on. You tell on the people twice. Like, dang, did they really upset you that bad because you had to go around? Jesus, Louises.
Yes, they really did upset me bad, and I probably could have said it on the last podcast episode because it was Tuesday that it happened. Because Tuesday was the day of trash,
Trash and landscaping. Mhm. That's what.
no, they come out on Wednesday to landscape. But they were out there. I don't know what they were doing. But anyway, so I just tell my mom instead. It's okay. But thank you, mama, for looking out and letting me know.
And see, she said it discreetly to you. You the one put yourself on blast, so you know you need to blame yourself.
First of all,
I said it. I did say it. I said it in a minute.
whatever. So, of course, every week we have it's cool when they do it. It's a problem when we do it. And I know someone is in it. Okay. I didn't change out my glasses, y'all, today. So I can't really see the comments. It's clearly today.
You didn't change them out.
No, these are my watching TV glasses.
Y2K.
Huh?
Y2K glasses.
I said watching TV glasses.
Oh.
Because I recently, well, not recently, it was last year that I had to well, maybe it was this year. I don't know. But I had to change out, get a new prescription because apparently I'm nearsighted now.
Mm.
So in order for me to actually look at it, I gotta like do like this if I'm have this glasses on. But yeah.
Bless your hearts. This happens to the best of us. I have been dealing with vision issues since I was in the third grade, so it really, mine gets worse every year. And it is worse now, and I need to go get some glasses. Thank you for reminding me, though.
And I do want to say that I did end up going around once I realized that they were on the side of the road behind the sign. So I did end up going around, but they just made me mad
But it
that
took
day.
you like what 2 hours? With my
No,
whole
it's
tempo
not
was
taking
gone.
me 2 hours.
You were like, "Sir, why you in the road? Fixing your hair, sir,
I didn't
sir."
even say anything to him. I just said it to the thing because the main reason why I put it on the neighborhood Facebook page is because one of the guys that worked for the landscape company actually is in our neighborhood, so I knew he was gonna see it.
He probably wouldn't beat them folks up. You ought to be fine.
No, he gonna post a picture. It's like they were on the side, and I said no, they were not. They were in this lane, but
Well, your street is narrow anyway.
no, not right there. Not at that entrance.
Uh,
That entrance is
it
not.
is entirely too narrow. And
Not
I
at
want
that
to say that my whole vehicle would not fit in your driveway, and I'm upset.
I do
I
not have a
am
small driveway.
exposed in the back.
You must have been a beat the truck.
Mhm.
Oh, nobody
It's,
told you to come in here in a truck.
well, I didn't have a choice. I had to come directly here because this podcast is important to me, and I came directly straight from work, even though I was stuck in traffic forever coming to the Ville.
Well, I'm glad you were able to make it.
On time. Hello. I be driving, yo.
Something is wrong with you.
It really probably is. I am very exhausted. I have had not any sleep for real. And I'm here for the people. Power.
Okay. So, of course, every week we have It's Cool When They Do It. It's probably when we do it. And we talked about this story. And I know we talked about this story, but there has been a little twist that has been added. If you remember, I think a couple months ago we talked about the principal
It
in
might
a
have been
Baltimore
March.
City school. That's what I said a couple months ago.
Yeah.
In a Baltimore city school system or whatever, that supposedly had a racist rant or whatever. Come to find out, the athletic director got mad at him and used AI to basically say that this man
Create
had
a
a
fake
race. Yeah.
conversation, basically. And the Instagram video that I was sent said that we should definitely be terrified of this because it only takes a few seconds of a clip for someone to take your voice.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, I'm finna start using one of them things when we talk on this because I swear I wish I would. But I mean, most of the things that I say, I've said, so it's probably not even gonna be a lie. But so that's crazy. Like somebody could take it. Like if you remember, let's just refresh your memory on what he said. He said that they got black students in here. They couldn't test their way out of a paper bag. And then that's really where the most recent clip cut off. But he also said some disparaging things about Jewish people in there, and then one of the black teachers that was there. Well, the recording said it. Let's not say he said it because I don't.
Yeah, so they basically use how it works is that basically had a conversation or some kind of recording of the principal's voice to be able to AI generate it to make it sound like he was actually, and I guess saying these racist things.
And he was literally going off like it sounded so legitimate. Like, and then the thing about it is that the guy that did it, got to be a brilliant guy. You know what I mean? So now he done messed it all up, everything.
And like, no offense to the athletic director, but you don't really normally just think like, oh, they're really smart. Like, I'm just saying, maybe.
Well, there.
Just.
I wouldn't go there, Spicer.
No, I'm just saying,
But
like, I'm not saying that they're not smart. I'm just saying that, like, you wouldn't think that that would be something that they would be capable
some of the coaches at my high school were English teachers.
I'm not saying they're not.
History teachers.
I'm not saying they're not smart. I'm just
Yes,
saying
you are.
like No, I'm not saying they're not smart. I'm just saying that, like, I could think of the science teacher doing that. I just feel like that's probably not their neck of the woods. Like, because an
Well,
English teacher, I wouldn't think an English teacher would do that either. Like, I wouldn't think that that's like their neck of the woods, like computer science or something like that. Then, of course, yeah, like you think like it's really easy. They can spoof, they can do all this stuff. I'm just saying.
you never know what's in someone's wheelhouse.
That is correct.
Really,
I don't know their ministry, but
nobody would
apparently
think.
he had this, and apparently it was to the point that it took the FBI and forensic experts to investigate this and figure out what had actually happened.
That's because it went in under investigation, but simply because he was terminated from his position, probably with pay, pending an investigation. So they definitely had an investigation because pending that, whether he get his job back or not. So I think he gonna get his job back
Tom is a
if
principal.
he wants it. No, yeah, the principal. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Not the athletic director would probably never teach again, and he's going to prison, federal prison, because he has stolen someone's likeness, image, all of that. You know what I'm saying? It's not
I think yeah he did get arrested, but
$5,000 bond, so that means his bond 50,000. But this is just the local bond. Now he could fuck around and have some Fed charges coming his way. But yeah, that was and he set us back over 400 years with this
who is
bullshit.
we?
We as African Americans,
No, he set himself back.
No,
I don't subscribe to the fact that
because
once if a black person do something, that's that black person problem. It doesn't. It should not speak for the
no,
whole
but the way
because
it
no
doesn't
because
speak. Wait a minute, wait, let me talk.
Go ahead.
So, what I'm saying is, like, he called, like, these things really happen. People really go on rants like this about us, and they feel this way about us on the low. And he made up a situation where it didn't even happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, now they're gonna be looking at us like, yeah, that's AI. I can see it now. Oh, that's probably didn't happen. That's AI. Did anybody investigate if it's AI? Is it AI? Oh, that was probably AI. I can hear it now.
my thing about it is this: I don't like that notion because nobody else takes if if a white person does something or Indian or um Hispanic, well,
Be careful.
um, most of the time people regulate it to that just that person. The reason why I second guess on Hispanic people is because sometimes them all together and they definitely lump Muslims all together and they definitely lump like African American all together. And that's not fair because we don't nobody else outside of maybe those three segments has to take on everything that everybody of the same skin or ethnic group has to take on, and I don't think that's right because white people don't. If Lil Johnny down the road do something, it's Lil Johnny that did it. It ain't. Oh, it's all white people.
It is, in my opinion. It
But I'm
has
just
a,
saying, in general, it's not though.
right. No, the consensus is not that it is, but it is with black people. And the reason why I say not him set us back as far as you know lumping us all in that we all have similar behaviors, but it's gonna be if somebody records somebody saying something, it's gonna definitely be uh is that AI? Did anybody you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a thing now. There's gonna be everything called into question. So it's basically what it's doing is diminishing the value of a recording. So if we were to go somewhere, you and I, and we record somebody being racist or something to us, sexist, anything to us, they're gonna be like, "Oh, that was AI." You know what I'm saying? Like it's not gonna be.
But I think people say that now anyway.
I mean, well,
Like
yeah.
in general, not just like I think anytime someone hears the recording, like, and that's also why, like, if you go to court, and you play like a recording, they have to authenticate
I
the
mean, yeah, that's been
recording.
going on for a while. I
Yeah,
get that, but this particular instance right here, I think it's just gonna have a lot more ramifications than it should, and I hate this guy for that. But yeah, okay. Okay.
I want to make sure you're in the camera.
I'm in the camera. Look at me now. Look at me now.
OMG. Oh, OMG. But yeah.
With the weed patch. Don't tell nobody, y'all.
But yeah, so I don't I think this was it was wrong, but I think it was very ingenious.
Yeah, I mean, oh,
Like
most definitely.
this is probably like the best um I want to say revenge, but that's not really
I
what
mean,
it
it's
should
to
be.
me, it's like
Because I really don't know what, because it never, when I read the story, like it never really said what the issue is with the two people.
Yeah, they don't like it. He just didn't like him.
I know,
And
but
there
like, I
probably
feel like there
was
has
some.
to be a reason why he
But of
doesn't like
course, I
him.
mean, no, really not with black people. If I don't like you, I don't.
Because he said like he
like
was a disgruntled ex, athletic director. I guess he got fired again.
you.
I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
he's no longer employed with that school system.
No, I'm saying like I think he was fired before he did that. Maybe.
I don't
That's
get
what it
that
feels like.
implication. I feel like something happened to him between them two, and he was like, I know where to get this out of here.
But like to really frame someone by using and doing all of that.
So it was something that was done to him. He did that out of hurt. Like he was hurt by that man. Something he did.
That's
Something
what I'm
to
saying.
him.
Like that's
But
what I
don't
want to
think it was
know what
fired.
happened.
I do too, and we can ask him. I call him. I've been meaning to get a pen pal in prison, and he might be the best one because I want, sir. How you do that here? Right? That's some smart shit right there, bro. But yeah. So I'm done with him because I was.
Oh, okay. It does say why they had. So apparently, it says that I guess his name is Darren.
Dejan.
Darren became athletic director in July and was terminated. Basically, he terminated a coach without talking. Wait, hold on.
The principal.
He terminated the coach without talking to the principal,
Okay.
and the principal didn't appreciate that apparently.
He shouldn't be able to.
And that Darren was the subject of a potential threat investigation initiated by the principal after he authorized $1,916 payment to his roommate.
Charges, yeah.
And Pikesville High School junior varsity basketball coach, while claiming that she was acting as an assistant soccer coach for the girls soccer team, even though the coach never assisted during the soccer season. So basically, he needed to be fired.
He's stealing, and he tried to get some dirt on the principal so he can have something to go when they come to fire his ass for using unauthorized funds. I did see something about that.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, that's it. Done. He gone. I'm done with him.
So now you mad at him?
Motherfucker. I'm mad at your smart ass.
But you want to be his pen pal.
I want to be his friend.
So then he'll know your voice and then he can do you like that.
Now he won't know my voice. I ain't gonna call him. I ain't gonna accept no collect calls from this Nick bro. Now I will. He can write me a letter and write down and explain to me how he did what he did, just for my friend's sake, because my friend will probably want to know.
Okay. So, the first story we have is, if you have not seen it, there is a movie by Tyler Perry called The Voice in Black.
Mercy.
It stars Megan Good, Corey Hardrick.
Hardrick.
It's Hedrick. And the lady from General Hospital, because I don't really know her name, but
oh yeah,
she General Hospital, black lady on General Hospital.
Sure was.
I
can't think of her name either, but she was in other Tyler Perry
General
movies
Hospital
too.
lady. So
she was her mama in Eve's Bayou.
I don't know.
You probably ain't seen Eve's Bayou, girl, and I only watched it once. That shit was weird. I'm sorry. Don't take my black card. I have seen it. But I didn't.
You can't take my black card.
Do you have one?
Mm-hmm. I'm black.
I don't know. That doesn't really automatically pre-qualify you for a black card. Just because
Being black doesn't give you a black card.
Mm-mm. I'm sorry, I didn't make the rules. I'm just telling you.
I'm black, so I have a black card. But anyway, so TK, why did you want us to discuss this movie?
Well, I really thought about that after I said that because I think everybody's seen it already, but maybe they haven't. But if I spoil it for you, I really don't care. You'll still watch it. But anyway, it's an. People thought it was gonna be an. I mean, people said like this is the reason I watched it because people said it was so good. Oh my God, 10 out of 10. Tyler Perry did this. Tyler Perry did this. And thank you for saying that. But anyway, so Tyler Perry's movie didn't give me a 10 out of 10. Now, the only Tyler Perry movie that give me 10 out of 10 is a film that prays anyway.
Acrimony. I'm saying for me, acrimony as well. Family of praise, and acrimony are top tier.
You give Acrimony 10 out of 10?
I loved that movie. I've watched it several times.
Because you probably think she was right. Man, I'm gonna tell you, that's all you need to know about Spicy K right there. That'll tell you. 10 out of 10. I'm gonna give it 7 out of 10 because it was a thriller and it was exciting. But baby, yo, if they make a second Acrimony, you know what? No. But anyway, so Divorce in Black. Have you ever seen people, even black people, white people, anybody, divorce, and it just be that simple? No. So this will not disappoint you. It seems to be as if it's a simple sign the papers. I'm away from you, you away from me. But you don't know who you're dealing with. Sometimes, you're married to them, and then you really don't know who you're dealing with once you're trying to get away from them. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a very the first 5 minutes of the movie
hot mess
is just whew.
But a good way. It has nothing to do with it's the scene itself. It's not anything to do with Tyler directing anything like that. No, I don't know how she feels, but I'm not a Tyler Perry basher because I do watch his movies.
Oh, I do. I watch Tyler too. I said, but as far as being 10s out of 10s, now I love me some of that. Don't get it twisted. Now I ain't seen that Halloween bullshit, but
Sabrina says she gives the movie 8 out of 10 because of the initial shock.
I think most of that 8 is probably that from them first 5 minutes. And that sets you up for an exciting film. And it does have its moments, but I really don't think that it was 10 out of 10. But it's a very interesting film. I would definitely recommend you support Brother Perry and watch it. Because, yeah. But there was a very bad actor in it. A very bad actor. And I don't know him. I don't know who he is. Never seen him, I don't think, unless he had on one of Tyler Perry's weird wig beards.
You talking about Megan's new boyfriend? Who you calling the bad actor?
Yes.
Okay.
While she telling the movie. But anyway, you gonna know who it is because he's really
well.
bad.
No, everybody knows that part. Everybody everybody knows that.
Do they?
Yeah. It says divorce in black, so everybody knows she got a divorce.
Did she?
That's in the title.
Was it? But anyway,
the title tells you that.
Did it? Anyway, what I'm saying is, I think everybody should watch it. I think there should have been. I think Tyler failed to give the background enough on one of the main characters as to why they were the way they were, which really just makes you just be like, this son gun and craved. But
what I find interesting
is the mama. Yeah.
No. What I find interesting is all the memes and things that I've seen saying that because if you're not familiar with Corey, he was married to Tia Mari, one of the twins, sister, and people are like, no, that's probably why Tia divorced him because he probably like acts like his character. That's what people
Oh
were
man,
saying.
I doubt that. I
I'm
doubt
just
that
saying
very
people were
seriously.
saying that.
Yeah, people are stupid. I doubt that very seriously. He don't seem like in interviews and stuff. He don't seem like that type of cat. But who knows? We don't know these folks when they at home.
Yep.
I don't know. It could be. I'm just gonna say I'd be on the side of saying nay on that. But that is funny though that they would say that. That's hilarious actually.
This is I don't want to give away too much of the movie, but Corey's character, how should I say this?
Corey.
I think this happens a lot. So I kind of want to say something. I don't think it's going to give too much away because again, everybody knows that they're divorced. Um, it's really interesting to me that the people that want out of the relationship gets mad once you are out of the relationship. I find it interesting because that's what happened in this particular movie. Uh, Corey asked for the divorce,
Mm.
and I agree with Meg in the movie. I don't know her character name, but
I forgot
that's
it
neither here
too.
nor
It
there.
wasn't. It wasn't memorable.
She was like, I'm not going to beg someone to be with me. If you don't want to be with me, you don't be with me. And I agree with her. Like, I take that stance as well. Like, I don't want, if you don't want to be with me, don't be with me. Because I rather be with somebody that want to be with me. So if you don't want to be with me, then skedaddle. But don't get mad when you see me with somebody. And whoever went back, the whole nosy people that went back and was like, she's being disrespectful. Mofo, you asked for a divorce. What you expect her to do?
Well, I think rule dictates in a small town that you date outside the town once you divorce someone that is from the town.
But they
I
have history.
Yeah, yeah. They all have history because they all grew on the
Yeah,
same
I know, but I'm just saying,
town.
like, they got.
So it's like I got the girl. That's all it was about with your boy. He was like, nah, anybody but him.
Yeah, because they had. That's what I said. Because they had
Yeah.
they had bad blood
And
between
so
them.
that was just like, but that's just weird behavior. If men actually are out there acting like that, like that makes no sense. Like you got yourself beat up. What else? What happened to you? Let's see. You're sitting out here looking crazy, violating restraining orders, which can get you in jail. All for what? And you the one that said, "Hey, I don't. I want the divorce."
Exactly. So, anyway, watch the movie. Let us know on our Facebook page, Facebook group, Instagram page. You can let us
Anywhere.
know in the comments on YouTube.
Call us on the phone. Nobody want to call us. Call
Oh
us, man.
yeah, I supposed to let you all know if any of these topics you want to discuss. Just send a message and let me get that telephone number because I never know it. I never know this telephone number. I don't know
Pitiful.
why. I never know it. Go ahead and talk. Say something.
I mean, I'm just saying, we tell them supposed to reach out to us, and we over here just having just social media, which is how everybody communicates, which is why y'all not doing it. I don't understand, but we got a phone number.
Yeah, it is area code 256-384-3716. Again, also don't forget to like this live stream if you are enjoying it. Make comments, whatever you want to
Like,
do. Also, make sure you're
like,
subscribing to the YouTube channel as
like,
well.
subscribe.
But yeah, so but if you do want to, say something about this particular movie, or you want to say something about the next particular ones, just hit us up on that telephone number, and I will be checking it and giving you a call.
Text, call, whatever, man.
And if you know my actual telephone number, you can actually text me and just let me know.
If you know my telephone number, don't call me because I don't know you. Don't just refrain. Hey, call the ops phone number and I get back with you.
Okay, I'm checking. Okay, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Um, so the next topic that we have is I'll
Um,
be doing the most.
the very much most.
Oh, so this one is actually pretty funny because if you remember last week or the week before last, when TK was making fun of Doctor
Doctor V,
Doctor V,
Doctor Excel, honey,
because of her honorary doctorate degree, that we're not calling her doctor for real.
from ICDC Global Regional University.
So come to find out, in the same frame as Romeo with IC whatever,
ICDC College.
whatever. So the guy that did the commercials for Everest, it's Everest, right?
Everest.
Yeah. College said that he never even went to college. He never went there at all.
Said he was doing a commercial, paid commercial, and they kept doing the same shit over and over again.
And that's why
getting
he was
frustrated.
hyped.
That's
Yeah.
why he was like, "What you doing? You just sitting there. Get your ass up and go to school. Call this number. You could be an engineer. You could be a farmer. You could be whatever you want. Get up off your ass." He said he was irritated. Said, and he's a strange fella. I was listening to the interview, and I was like, well, okay, peace, love, and bunnies, man. I'm cool with it. Whatever you like.
And apparently, like, and don't get me wrong, we understand that commercials sometimes happen, and like they're paid actors and stuff like that, and they don't always happen on the campus or anything like that. But the fact that this man didn't even attempt to go to college,
It was him.
the fact that I think he was saying that it wasn't even shot at the college. Or anything, like it was
in the
just
street.
Yeah, like I think he said like at a motel, or it looks like a motel or maybe apartment complex or something. It was just the weirdest thing ever for me, but I just thought it was funny that she was just, by she I was meaning TK, was just talking about those colleges with the Dr. V thing, and come to find out,
Did Everest have a doctorate program?
no.
I wonder. I don't remember.
Well, the other college didn't really either. Like, they don't even really offer degrees.
They
So
gave her an honorary degree they don't have. That means we only honor it here at Global Regional Excel University.
now you had her name to it. Okay.
So, but I really thought it was interesting. It's like, people really are probably giving him a hard time on media. But do you realize how many lives he probably changed? That people got up off their fucking asses and went in there and got into Everest College and made something of themselves. I am proud of this guy, whether it's a farce or not. He motivated people. There's at least 38 people in this United States that got degrees and went on and had families and pride in themselves and were able to make something of themselves because he was very forceful. Thank you, Everest man that didn't go to Everest.
And then, like, what I found interesting is the fact that he said that had he went to the school, he wouldn't be able to be in the commercial and make money.
That is a dilemma. When he made the lemonade out of it, he said, I'm going to do the commercial. I'll go to somebody else's school. How about that? And
No, he didn't go to nobody's school.
college.
He
I
didn't
know.
go to.
That's just what he said then. He just was lying. He just wanted to get the money. Go get the money. Go get the money. Go get the money. Go get the money. You know what I'm saying? He motivated people. He's a hero.
So you went to college because of him?
No.
Exactly.
I went to college before Everest came about. But everybody else went and got that money. Went and got that money. When they got the money, when they get the money, when?
But yeah, I find it, like I said, I find it interesting only because of the simple fact that, like, I would think that they would just find someone that would, that at least had some kind of interest in college, but, a check is a check.
No, that's not the advertising game, baby.
A check is a check.
Everest hired these folks to make this commercial about them. So
Because clearly they must have been going for a certain demographic.
Let's not bring that in it.
I'm just saying.
What, bald head man? What?
Yeah. hmm He had hair on his head.
Well,
I
then it wasn't bald head man. Whatever the demographic was, it worked. And those 38 people are proud they saw that commercial one late night while they were doing nothing with their lives. Hero. All superheroes don't wear capes, okay? There's some guys and gals out there that are really making a difference in people's lives, and we are not recognizing it enough. Do you hear me? Not enough.
Yeah, I'm just allowing her to be as animated as she want to be. Oh. Okay. So, I didn't put this in the docket, but it came to my attention.
No.
So I want to bring this up. So I was scrolling on one of those social media platforms, and I know I posted this on the. I feel like I posted it on the podcast page on Facebook. A lady was at one of the dollar stores, and some man decided to release himself on her leg.
He ain't pee on that girl.
And the reason why I posted it is because I said, I bet TK now will appreciate somebody spitting on her than that.
That wouldn't even have been an issue. Sir, I'm taking that with me. Thank you. You didn't let it come out. I'm taking it with me. Let's go. I'm taking it with me. That wouldn't even been a question, is it? Spit on me, one thing. That on me, I'ma kill you. Cause that could actually.
We don't promote violence, remember.
This is me.
We don't condone violence.
Don't do nothing like that. Is ridiculous. I don't understand. Like, well, how does it even happen? Like, you sitting in the store, okay, and then, I mean, because he literally had to shoot it on her, but I mean, I don't think he would put it in his hand and throw it at her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's
And then he
disgusting.
took off. But
And took out. He was gone. Did you see how fast
yeah,
he
he
Because
looked.
she was chasing him too. She wasn't not running after him. He was.
Well, she was like,
booking.
"On my leg."
She was a little over dramatic because I wouldn't have been screaming like that. I'd been so hard, I wouldn't have been able to breathe. I wouldn't know screaming. I'd have been like, this mother. I know, man, you know. It'd have been a whole lot with me. I don't know about what you. What would you have done? You would have called 911.
We know I would have. First of all, see, let me tell you something. This is why I carry around Clorox or Lysol wipes in my purse, because I definitely would have did that. And I keep it also in a sandwich bag so it won't like leak out because I don't want it to leak out. So what I probably would have did is took so what I probably would have did is took the Lysol wipes out of the baggie that they're in, and I probably would have got it off and then put it in the put it in the bag and had it for evidence.
Yeah, probably the stuff inside the bag would.
I don't care, but at least I could try to preserve something. They put stuff in baggies. I know it's also with the chemicals or whatever, but if I can get just a sample of it to make sure that he goes down, and like, that's nasty.
Yeah, that was pretty awful, and I think it was a brother on it.
I don't know because it was kind of blurred.
I think I saw his reflection in the glass.
Oh, everything I see was
that.
kind of blurred. I can't talk right now.
Don't do that word.
Blurred.
No,
Blurred.
No.
Blurred.
No. I don't know why he did that. Like, I mean, I wanted to see her. Like, did she inspire all of that? And he just couldn't. He just came. You know, it overcame him. Oh, literally, that was a bad choice of words. But anyway, I was just gonna say an even worse one. But anyway, so don't know why he did that. Like, why would anyone even consider doing that in public? Like, because they're, this is, I could see maybe somewhere by yourself, off alone in the corner in your car or something like that. But you out in public where children could walk by, and do you know what kind of charges you would have? Like, if they catch you, sir, you're gonna have,
Yeah, you're
uh,
gonna be on the list.
yeah, you're gonna be a sex offender.
Yeah.
You know that? You pull your wee wee out in public places, they don't play about that.
Mm-mm.
So I hope it was worth it, buddy, because you're gonna be identifying as a jerker offer um, for the rest of your life. It makes no sense.
Yeah, it's. Mm.
And then the audacity for you to put it on someone. Now, if you if you were just compelled to do it out in public, put it on your own self. Do it on the clothes, whatever. In the aisle with the toilet paper, wherever you got to do it. Why you put it on a person?
Yeah. I don't. I don't. It was. I. Mm, it's just a gross story,
It
but
really was.
I just like I know TK always talks about people spitting on her, so I wanted to be like, well, how do you feel about this?
Please let me not be open and carrying at that moment because that would, because out of impulse, more than likely I would shoot you, and then I would feel really bad about that because thou shalt not kill, and I don't want to kill anyone, but I wouldn't want anyone's children on me either. Thank you. Thank you.
I just thought that was
Because that
hilarious.
stuff, I'm not used to that stuff. That stuff could that stuff could break through my skin, and I could be pregnant in 30 seconds. And how dangerous is that? Don't be doing that. Don't be doing that. Good God, I lose my freaking mind. Look.
It's not gonna break you through your skin. It's not gonna break through your skin.
You don't know that. I don't know that. My skin's sensitive. I just had my second pimple of my life from stuff. True. I don't know how that happened either.
Okay.
You don't know what could happen with my skin. And I swear to God, I ain't got time to be pregnant right now.
Okay. So the other story was that so apparently this guy
No.
that lives in a not lives he does not live that's in a why are you laughing at me? It was this guy. The story is kind of sad. Uh, why are you laughing at me? You know what the story is.
I do, but I know what the story is, but I don't know what the story about. I tell you, I don't know what. Like, okay, sir.
So basically, mob tried to attack this man that's in a wheelchair because he was charged with concealment of a human corpse. So basically, what happened is that, from my understanding, is that this guy's in a wheelchair and the lady passed away, and because they're not really saying that he's the person that actually did it, but they're saying that he basically dragged the body to.
Raise your hand if you're confused. Mm-hmm.
So he basically dragged the body in trash and like put it and set it out on the corner.
To be thrown away.
Yeah.
That's why the mob was attacking him.
Yes.
They hit him a lot. And he was in a wheelchair, but they had him on a gurney and put him in the ambulance. I don't know what happened to him. And Spicy K will not tell me what led to this mob beating him other than the fact that he was dragging around a woman in a garbage bag.
Yeah, they were upset because that was their like they were upset because they were her friend. They were her family and friends. So they were upset with him, but so
what was his role with their family member?
He was dragging the body.
But I know that. That's the
Okay.
only thing that we do know is that he was in this wheelchair dragging 2 bags with a body in it.
Mm-hmm.
How was the body in 2 bags? Was it cut up? No, apparently she had been shot in the head. See, earlier I had said to Spicy K that he couldn't have killed her because clearly you can overpower somebody like that because,
Well, you can think about it like people.
I'm
No,
thought about
people
it.
like give people sedatives and all kind of other stuff to like weaken them to be able
Mm-mm.
to do stuff.
Listen, then for him to be able to get this woman in the garbage bag, he gonna have to be able to do something with his legs, and he's not. So I wonder if they use his electric. Now we didn't mention it was electric wheelchair, did we? Because it had some. Maybe he had about get up 45 miles an hour. They was trying to get somebody paid him to get rid of the body, and he didn't get away fast enough. You know, you know what? Sometimes they don't get up like they're supposed to. But I think this is the weirdest story ever because where's the murderer at? Because even the police are saying, yeah, I don't think he killed her. Because, like I said, blood would have been, if he shot her, where the blood all over his wheelchair, all over him, trying to get her in that bag. You know what I mean? Yeah, there's not that much getting rid of forensic evidence in the world by somebody that is not able to use probably the bottom half of their body.
Well, he was in the wheelchair pulling, so you can do that.
You can
You in
clean
the,
all that up.
no,
You
I'm
can.
saying like you can be in an electric wheelchair and like pulling it because people pull wagons. They do.
What? People pull wagons all the way it's gonna move. What are you talking about? They
Because
pull them
like
on their
I'm just saying like
wheelchair.
this is an electric one, so like all you gotta do is just like grab it and then you can just keep on going.
She was not in no wagon.
I
She
know
was
she was in
in
a wagon,
bags.
but I'm saying she was in a bag. They was apparently originally she was like in a sleeping bag,
Inside a
and
bag, yeah.
yeah. So I'm saying like you can just grab onto it and then like you just drag it along. Like that's how people pull stuff that's like way more than they do. They do. Like they drag
I
things.
get it, but do you not see that they would have seen some sort of forensic evidence on this man's wheelchair and or clothing and or person?
But they don't always give out all the information.
No, they don't.
So that may be something that they are keeping
But they
intact.
did. But they said in the story that they're not looking at him for the murder. Now, if he had all that on his wheelchair, they'd be looking for him for murder. Come on now. I don't know. This is weird, and I really want to stay on top of this. But everything that happens in New York always loses. Like I can't never find it no more. So
Mm.
I want to make sure that I keep in contact with this man because if Buddy Rollum did not kill this woman, I want him to be freed. And they was tagging him, but them folks was tagging him in that crowd, and that is not right. But he got something to do with it, manipulating the body, a corpse, or something like that. He's going to get moving it, relocating it from its original deceased area. You know what I'm saying? All that.
Yeah.
He going to jail.
And they're saying that like apparently he was lucky that the police got there because he probably wouldn't be alive.
Oh yeah, they would unalive him because they don't know what happened, and that's why we kind of jump to conclusions as a people sometimes, and it's okay because I love my people and I do the same. But because I mean, if I walk in there and my friend dead and you pulling her body with in a bag, yeah, I'm gonna beat your head.
Well, they saw that was on the surveillance that he was dragging.
Oh,
Yeah, it was on surveillance.
okay,
The wheelchair, so he was dragging her in the wheelchair.
okay. So
Yeah.
they found out about the surveillance camera.
Hmm.
And they gonna beat your head, boy.
And so just basically dumped her body with the other trash and because I think there's a level of disrespect. Like, don't get me wrong, like murder is wrong, but I think that added factor of throwing someone out like the trash is an added level of disrespect. Just how like you feel about somebody spitting on you, I think it's an
Yeah,
added level of disrespect.
yeah. Don't put me in no bag. Just leave me where the fuck I'm at. Hell, I'm already dead. Why add insult to injury? Huh?
But apparently he had and I didn't catch how he ended up in the wheelchair. Maybe I completely missed it. But
What?
because no, because of what I'm about to say.
Oh,
But apparently, like this isn't like he had a murder charge,
yes.
back in the day.
94.
And they said that he blew up the house.
He blew up his house that his uncle was walking in. Like, he said, you know what, and blew his ass up. So he got a little be a little crazy. The house exploded. Ain't that what it said?
Yeah.
It blew up, exploded.
And now somebody had said this, and I don't know how true it is
That's the
because
gas. They left the gas on.
I don't know how true it is, but they were saying that these two people live together. That's what I heard. Somebody saying like one of them comments, but they could be lying. I did hear that. Well, I read it because obviously I didn't hear it because it was on a piece of paper.
So he dragged. Well, shit, sir.
So I don't.
Did she shoot herself in the head? Where's the gun?
No, I don't think she did that to herself. I don't know what happened. Clearly, they don't know what happened
Nobody
either.
knows what happened. We need to stay on top of this, Rose.
So maybe he was. So in the event that now, actually, let me just say this.
In the event.
This is my theory. If you have had previous charges for murder and you have this roommate, you get home, because I'm just thinking, like, I'll be watching a whole bunch of movies and I'm thinking Lifetime. And you come home and your roommate is dead and being shot. People gonna naturally assume that it's you that did it because of your past. So they always, especially in the Lifetime movies, they always try to get rid of the body.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's what was happening.
You might be on to something.
I might be smart.
Because he was like, but he had to be smarter than dragging the body in the bags in the middle of the night. What made them look at them bags on surveillance? Something else has implicated this man.
I feel like maybe they saw part of her body or something, like at the trash or something. I don't know.
No, they said it was a foul odor. And then they probably was like, "It's a body in here. Now we got to figure out how these bags got here. Let's go look at the camera."
Yeah. And then see, like, this is what I also don't understand about the people that like do this. Like, don't get me wrong, people shouldn't be murdering people, and I'm just gonna repeat that again. People should not be murdering people. However, if you're going to throw somebody's body away, make sure you don't have any identifiable trash that belongs to you. Because if you do, people don't know it, and it's gonna trace it back to you. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's.
But again, don't murder people, and then you don't have to worry about this happening.
But if you do murder people,
no, do not murder people.
But if you do,
don't murder.
Don't. But if you do,
don't murder people.
Don't do dumb shit.
Don't murder people.
There's no way he could have. This is okay. If he shot her, he didn't bag her up in the bag.
Well, that's why I think that he didn't do it. Like, if they were truly roommates and you come home and you have already, went down for murder, again, think Lifetime movie. You do that. I'm just saying. People in the Lifetime movies always do some dumb to override something that they did that could have been a slap on the wrist. Like, they'll be like, "Oh, I just cheated on my test. Let me go murder this person," because they know I cheated on my test. So, like, it's that kind of thing. Like, they go to the extreme. Like, they don't just accept the consequences for what they did, which could be a slap on the wrist. They want to go, like, full on out, solitary confinement, like, death penalty.
If someone upsets you, don't murder them. Murder a random person. Because
don't murder. Don't murder. That's what I'm saying. Don't murder people. Don't murder people.
Oh, see, look at you.
Don't murder.
Trying to tell people to do knocking stuff over yourself. Go on.
Whatever. Any other thoughts about that story?
No, it's just unfortunate.
So for me, wait, what you doing?
I was typing.
Okay. Go ahead.
No, I don't even want to do it no more. Go on.
What you gonna type?
A message.
Okay, type the message.
What are you doing? No.
Type the message.
No. But yeah. So what was the what was? Did we have something else?
Yeah, I'm gonna talk about what movie.
Oh, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's I thought it was another topic though. But yeah, go ahead.
We don't. Okay, so for me, and even though I made a TikTok about it, but I'm gonna elaborate on
I think my G went blank.
something.
Did you just pull a Mitch McConnell on us just then? She was like, oh, okay, go ahead.
You said I was glitching.
I think you might have just then. I don't know.
Whatever.
It's okay though.
So my movie is none other than Sister Wife Murder. Okay. First of all, it stars Niecy Nash daughter. Why are you laughing at me?
How you know I'm laughing at you? Continue talking.
Okay. So this movie lets me know that unfortunately for a lot of people, um I so let me hold on. I also watched the Amish, what was it? I also watched the Amish Murder. I think that was the name of it. And then I watched this movie. And I come to the conclusion that a lot of people use religion to do a lot of sinister things. And I don't really like it because, as many people know, I'm a Christian. And I don't, I, why are you looking at me like that?
Cause you're talking, I'm
Okay.
listening.
So, in particular, in Sister Wife Murder,
Mm-hmm.
Niecy Nash daughter, Daya, because I don't really remember what her name is. I think it's like Charlotte or something like that,
No.
but I could be wrong. Um, but in the movie, she ends up wanting to be, her mother wanted her to get into church. And she ended up getting into church, and she was finding the pastor to be attractive. And in the process of this, they offered her a job. So she started working this job, and one thing led to another, and she started being in a relationship. Why are you throwing money?
Where was she working at? Where was she working at? Okay.
At the church.
Oh.
Exactly. She was working at the church. So she was working at the church, and they end up being in a relationship. Come to find out, she went to this like retreat and found out that the wife knew about her. And in the process of the wife knowing about her, she was like, "Oh, okay, not a big deal." Then when she got on the retreat, she saw him with someone else. Then she realized that he was also married to her. And I'm not taking you serious.
She was married to her and what?
He was married to another lady, and he wanted her to be like the other wife or whatever. And the thing about it is that like in this particular movie, and this is what you have to be careful of, like red flags. When people are trying to isolate you, I don't think that's ever healthy, not just even from a religious perspective, because I'm not really trying to talk about religion, but from just a domestic violence perspective. If they're trying to isolate you, then that is a problem. And he basically isolated her from her best friend, isolated her
No.
from her mama. Like the mama even went to the church, and then he didn't even want her to talk to her at the church.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That's how they do you.
So basically, like people sometimes un well they try to use and use manipulation. No, I get it. Manipulation through God. basically, or through the whatever religion, you know, and that's wrong. And that's what I learned. Like when people try to isolate you and tell you that you can't be around your own mama, even though your
That's a
mama
red flag.
go to the same church and you can't be around your best friend. Just be cautious of that. Um, and like I said, it kind of basically happened with both of those movies, but most of the movies I'm talking about is Sister Wife Murder. So pay attention to red flags. Red flags are important. I always ask questions though, because you want to, especially things you can ask questions about. Just ask questions to try to get an understanding. But when someone tell you that you can't be around your family,
It's
um,
ridiculous. That is crazy.
especially they go to the same church, because I could understand it to a certain degree if they didn't go like have the same religion. It may be I
Hmm.
could kind of understand it, but if my mama go to my church and I can't talk to my mama, that's weird to me. And that's what happened in the movie. So um just red flags. That's what a movie.
Twinning.
This, first of
We are
all,
twinning.
first of
We the
all,
ops. Oh yeah, I'm definitely doing
you
my
rapping?
Cardi B.
Okay, you gonna rap? Okay, that works out great. But anyway, this is episode
Episode. Episode.
episode 66 of the Ops. We're telling it all. This is your girl Spicy K.
And it's your girl TK, but I got a wig on. Peace. Hey.